Oh, baby. All right. So here at Dad's house, we got our MLS gaskets. We're going to go ahead and copper them up. We're just kind of scuffing the heads. I know probably people are going to say don't do this. It'll be all right. Nah, we do this. What we do. So, just a little slight Scotch-Brite action. And then hit these head gaskets. And then the 500 going together. Sometimes I wonder, like, you know, if we do stuff wrong. And then I remember, like, Turbo John had these on the motor and just coated, like, the pistons and everything, and the motor ran fine. So, we're going to let that tack up a little bit, throw them on. I'm on the motor, slap these Indy Easy 1 heads. That's what we got. Now, a lot of mopar guys are going to be like, hey, those heads won't flow enough to make whatever. Turbo is completely different. All right. It's just, it'll still make, we're just going to cram air in it. Right? I don't have to have the 572 13s or the B1s or whatever. We're just going to cram a lot of air in it. And if the ports were opened up, it would still do the same thing. It would just read a lower boost number because boost is a level of restriction. So everybody's hiding from the camera. This is what's happening right now. So I'm like trying to get everybody in. So thanks for Dad. Thanks for Thomas. Poor Man Racing on YouTube. Go check him out. He ain't uploaded a video in like 2 years. But I don't even think he's had a Nova for like 2 years. I don't even think that's been on the channel. He's hiding. Alright. So wait for these to tack up. We'll throw them on the motor. Put the heads on. The oil pan on. And then this thing is ready to go in next weekend. So let's go. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a rag. Stir. 4 cranch. What's up, Farmhouse? What size is it? I think it's 5/8. Looks like a 5/8. Alright, y'all. So, heads are on. You know, so we got ARP head studs. We went 30, 60, and then final torque of 80. That might be okay. We're going to check to see if it starts leaking a little bit of water. Then we'll go up to like 90. So I think it's good for now. We're going to go ahead and change over the valve springs. These, when I bought these heads, I bought it from Hughes Engines. Hughes is, they'll put on whatever springs you need. And at the time, you know, I had a 575 hydraulic roller, or excuse me, 575 solid roller. Now we went up to this boost cam. It's a 668 inch lift. So we're going to need a lot more seat pressure. Plus we're boosted. So we got new springs right over yonder somewhere. I don't know what we did with them. We got new springs somewhere. So now we're going to go ahead and pop off these springs, pop on new springs. And then we're going to measure push rod length. Dang it, I forgot my rockers. I left the rockers at the house. Sweet. So I might have to run home, grab some rockers, and then come back. But we got my oil pan with the external. We got the oil flow back and the external pickup with our, you know, big old gangster Maladine. This is the most exotic 440 I've ever built. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's 498 cubic inches. We're going to call it a 500. Now, y'all are going to kill me, but it's got eagle crank, eagle rods, and then it's got I forget what kind of pistons, but they're good pistons. And then obviously the Indy Easy 1 heads. It's got a custom, like I told you, 668, you know, spec'd out by Bullet Cams. I told them exactly what I was doing with the car weight, you know, all the ratios, converter, all that good stuff. And then they built this cam. They said this is going to be the best thing for it. So I trust them. They do really good work. You know, and it's double roller, external oil pickup. Oh my God. Oh, we're going to have to pull off a head. I forgot the valve. Oh my God. So we got to pull off a head. We got to put the lifters in it and put the valley cover on. Dang it. All right. Let's do that. I lied. You can put it on like that. Yay. I just hope it went under the head gaskets, which it's not on. We still got to pull it back off to... I would never expected that. I didn't think it could come up. Got to put the lifters in. So, gangster. All right, we're in the clear.
Idea.
Yes, I do. All right, guys. Oil line's ran, oil pan's on. As the old saying goes, that ain't going nowhere. So, this is pretty common in just big block Mopars, but inside of here is the oil pickup, and then this is oil pump. Typically, there's a pickup that goes inside that's matched with the oil pan. But this one is a single static line. They make some that swivel, but static, so we put it more towards the back, and that the pickup sits about this high off the bottom of the oil pan. So it's going to suck oil up through here, feed the motor. Should make really good oil pressure. Up next is we're going to valve springs, baby. Oh, he's having a time. He's having a time. Oh, he got it. Kind of figure it out. So you can do almost two at one time. Not quite, but yeah, we'll get it on there and start changing valve springs. Well, we made it to the point where we need the rocker arms. So, I guess we're coming back Tuesday. Every Monday, my dad goes to eats with his mom. It's kind of cool. So, can't come back Monday. By the time he gets over here, it'll be too late. You know, I got a wife and kids, and they're way more important than a race car. But Tuesday, we'll be back and get it thrown the rest of the way together. Everything but the intake. Leave the intake off so we can put the motor in the car. I'm hoping to get that done probably Sunday, next Sunday, like the 5th. So, let's jump to when we go back. And we're back. A couple days later, we're going to go ahead and change these valve springs. I'm still in work clothes. Don't judge me. It's cold. It's cold and I want to get home. My back hurts. Anyway, he's looking around. Okay. Anyway, so here we have our valve spring compressor. Pretty simple. Just pow, and then pop out the locks and the keeper, and then change valve springs. And we're going to use compressed air to keep the valves up. Super simple. We don't know where the actual valve spring compressor is that we had at one point in time. So, yeah. Go ahead and hook this up and get to it. Well, the 500 was coming together nicely. I should have known better because it was coming together nicely. And we got valve springs for it. Cams. Yeah, so these are 1.55 pockets. That's a 160 valve spring. Sweet. Now, I got to order 155 valve springs for my cam. It's a cam card. Turbo cam. So, we're on pause yet again. Dang it.
Later.
Guys, we're back. It's been like a week and a half, right? A lot of things have changed. Woo, boy. I cut it at wintertime. I don't know. I don't know. I just got tired of messing with it. Y'all see how it's always nappy. Anyway, new Howard's valve springs. Part number, I think it's 98637, 537 inch-pounds of seat pressure. It's going to work with our bullet solid roller. So, let's go ahead and change out these springs right quick, and we'll go from there. First thing you're going to do, since we're doing it on the motor, we got to put air in the cylinders, keep the valves up. So here we have just the top piece for a compression tester and just the air check. I'll go ahead and throw this bad boy in the air hole, or the spark plug hole, air hole. Jesus, if y'all can't tell, I just got off work. Still in work clothes. I just added a beanie. So go ahead and screw that guy right up in there. And next thing we have, it don't have to be tight. It's going to leak a little bit of air. It's fine, I promise you. Next we have this Comp Cams valve spring tool. So it's super simple. I'll hand you off to my associate who will film this whole thing. Plug in your air. Get your air rolling. Compress it. Grab your keepers. Maybe grab your keepers. And the valve spring comes off. Pick your retainer back up. New valve spring. Add your retainer. Make sure you got good distance to both sides so you can fit the keepers in there. One keeper in, two keeper in, release. And then I always check, make sure it's seated. Give it a good tap. Move over to the next one and just repeat. Compress, drop your keeper on the ground, get your other keeper, valve spring, retainer. New spring, retainer. Make sure you get a good distance to both sides. Trust me, you'll fight with this a lot. Going on there. Grab a keeper, and what I do is I put the first one on up top. I compress, and then I just slide it up to where it barely catches. Get my other one ready. Push it where it's supposed to go. Compress. Boom. And then you can do this whole thing in about 10 minutes. When it does leak the air out, the compressor runs a lot. So, yeah. I'll go ahead and get the other 8 on, and we'll pick back up. Alright, so new valve spring is on. It all looks good. Looks good. Install height and everything was already set by Hughes Engines. Whenever I bought these heads, they put the old valve springs on, but it was for that 575 solid roller. Now this one is like a 664, 666, somewhere around there. I think I already showed the cam card in this video. But anyway, so new valve springs. What we're going to do now is I've enlisted some help in cleaning up these Harlan Sharps. These are 1.5 roller rockers. That's what the can was built for too. So get that one cleaned up, get the other one cleaned up, and then we can start measuring push rod length. We have a few sets. These are Smith Bros. Maybe some of those will work. If not, then I got some. I got some V-bands, but I got some brand new ones we got to cut and press together. So we're hoping that one of the other sets actually fits, and we'll go from there. But we'll let you know here in just a second. All right, guys. So we measured push rod. Here, you see where the roller was riding, so that's going to be perfect. We got our comp cams, solid rollers in there. Now we have Smith Bros. There's another one up here somewhere too. And then we had these, which these are comp cams, same. These are about a little under a 1/4 inch too short, right? So we're gonna have to cut these exactly 3/4 of an inch off of these bad boys. Boom. Press them on. Press the tips on. Good to go. So that's what we're gonna do. We started cleaning up the rocker arms. These are some old Harlan Shops. These things are about as old as I am. They're about 33 years old, somewhere around there. I think he said he bought them in 1990, and I was born in 1990. So these are some hand-me-downs, and I like hand-me-downs as long as they stay together. They've been rebuilt a couple times. They were last rebuilt about, I don't know, 12, 13 years ago. But they still work, so they're not fatigued. All the rollers look good, so we're going to put that back on. So I'm in that video here, get it out for you guys. We got the oil pan on. Everything's together. Dang it, I forgot my dang flex plate bolts. Put my flex plate on. We have that PTC converter. Now, if this combination works right, the way I think it will, and the way everybody else thinks it does. This thing got to move pretty well. So this is a, let's see, it's a 9.5 inch. It's a 45-0 stator. So it's going to be a little bit loose. That's what Kenny said. Asked him to get a little bit loose, so it'll kind of slip a little bit and get us out the hole on the street. But that's going to be a wrap. Turbo 500's almost done. Just got to cut some push rods, put them in, bolt down the rockers, slap the intake on this bad boy, and boogity, boogity, boogie. I'm hoping Thursday, which is Thanksgiving, I'm hoping either Thursday or Friday that motor goes in. Thursday, we got family stuff. Friday I'm off, so I hope to slap the motor in the car and maybe fire it up within the next couple weeks. That'd be cool. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you next one. Peace.